Hey guys, Stalvin here, playing a new deck actually, blue-black zombies. This hand doesn't have enough land, unfortunately. We got a mulligan this one. We have enough land here. So this deck is essentially, it's a zombie tribe. Let's see, do I want this in the top or the bottom? I think the bottom. Opponent plays in Evolving Wilds. Let's go with Dismal Backwater. Pass the turn. Next turn we'll play our island and play this guy. Okay, opponent uses Brainstorm. So essentially this guy, he's going to exile 2 cards from my library to my graveyard. And I have a lot of creatures in this deck. So, and I can also use the Headless guy here. So he's a 3/6 for only 3 mana. I just got to exile a creature card from my graveyard. So it's usually not too difficult to do. So let's go with the Scab here. Let's see what we mill out. Swamp and a Nameless Inversion. Okay. So we still have to get a creature in our graveyard. Shepherd of Rot, we can tap him. Each player loses 1 life for each zombie on the field. Gem Palm Polluter, when we cycle him, which we'll never cast him, ever. So when we cycle him, target player loses life equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield. Tragic Slip does -1/-1, but if I have a creature die, then it's -13/-13. And that's even my opponent's creatures. So opponent played Augrabolus. Let's see what he gets. Okay, so we're playing against tribes. He got Circular Logic. Alright, What do we want to do here? Guildgate, of course. And I guess just Shepherd of Rot. No need in attacking here. We'll just use Shepherd of Rot and pass the turn. Now next turn I can attack with my Screeching guy, put a zombie into the graveyard, and then cast my Headless guy. I'm going to keep the Tragic Slip for blocking the tribes guy. The only problem is I have to make sure something dies that turn. Opponent uses Gitaxian Probe, so he knows our game plan. We need to keep in mind that he has this counter spell. So he can cast that for 3 mana and counter our spell, which looks like what he's doing. Yep. Okay, well, I say we go attacking here. We don't have any creatures in our graveyard. Let's go ahead and attack. He's going to counterspell probably no matter what I play this turn. So, which of these 2 creatures do I want to get countered? Let's go ahead and attack. See what he does. He doesn't block. Interesting. It's because he knows that we have these and we want to get our creatures in the graveyard. Okay. We'll play our land for the turn, and we'll pass the turn. Opponent plays Tireless Tribes. I am going to activate my Shepherd. Okay, we each lose 2. The good news is he cannot counter my Gem Palm because it's a cycle. You can't counter cycles. We drew an island. Well, we'll go ahead and play it. And I think I'm going to attack with the Screeching Scab here. Because if he blocks, it's actually beneficial. Because we can play one of our big creatures here. And if he counters it, then we can Tragic Slip the Tireless Tribes. That's if he blocks, though. He probably isn't going to block. So how many cards does he have to discard to get this thing to 13? That's a question there. We'll go ahead and attack, see what he does. He doesn't block. Alright. Should I cycle this while I can? See what I get. I think so. We don't have a whole lot on the battlefield, but I want to draw a card here. Scab. Alright. We'll go ahead and play it. Maybe fish out a counterspell. We don't mind at all for our creature here to go into the graveyard. Let's see if we can manage to get a creature in the graveyard. Well, now we have Gem Palm Polluter. So we can play one of our creatures next turn. I could have played one of my other creatures by exiling the Gem Palm Polluter in my graveyard. That's an option too. So we've got 2 Gem Palm Polluters in our graveyard here. Our opponent is at a theoretical 4, because we can use Shepherd now, then on our turn, put him to 4. Let's see what he does here. He attacks. Probably not going to give me the chance to block. He probably has unblockability. And then he's going to do some discarding here. Can't block. Okay, Gush. Yeah, he's got this one. We'll go ahead and concede here. He can discard enough to win the game. And I didn't draw very well, to be honest. Alright, so we want to deal with the tribes. We need Doomblade. We don't want Tragic Slip here, I don't think. What do we want? Duress is pretty good. Shrivel's not good. Chainer's Edict's not bad. I think I like this. How good is Nameless Inversion? Probably not that great. we need to deal with tribes. I think I want to bring in another Chainer's Edict for the nameless inversion. We'll run it back like that, see how it goes. We get to go first. Oh my gosh. Look at this hand. This hand is gonna have to go back. This hand's not a whole lot better, but it's fair. Our opponent went down to 6. Gym Palm Polluter, I think we can put to the top here. That's fine. Our opponent puts a card to the top as well. We're going to start with Dismal Backwater, pass the turn. Next turn we're going to go with Highborn Ghoul. Opponent plays an Evolving Wilds, passes the turn. Alright, Swamp, Highborn Ghoul, pass. It's got Intimidate, so hopefully he'll be taking 2 each turn here with this guy at least. Opponent plays an island, passes the turn. Let's go ahead and attack here, I think. And I guess I'll just play the Shepherd of Rot. Kind of wish I had a way to mill out a creature. Maybe like one of my Screeching guys or something of that nature. Then I'd be able to cast my Drake. Opponent goes with a Ponder. Chooses not to shuffle. Plays an Ogre Bolas. Well, we're going to get the nameless inversion, that guy. What does he get? Ooh, no cards. It whiffed. Do I want to cycle my Gym Palm Polluter? And then next turn I can cast my Drake. I think I like that plan. Let's cycle first. Always yes, always yield. Hopefully I'll get an untapped land so I can kill that Ogre Bolas. Didn't get an untapped land. Play our Guild Gate. Go to combat. Attack in with the Intimidate. And we'll pass the turn. And we'll crack our Shepherd at the end of turn. Opponent ponders. He shuffles the library. Alright, and we'll ping him for 2 here. Back over to us. Highborn Ghoul is a pretty good draw. Do I want to... I don't really need to kill this Ogre, do I? I think I'd rather just play one of my creatures. Maybe my Headless guy? Probably has a counter spell, but that's not terrible. Let's play the Flyer, actually. Yeah, we'll play the Flyer. It's probably going to get countered, but that's fine. We will exile the Gym Palm Polluter. Try to land our 3/4 Flyer. It'll be really good if this lands. Then our Shepherd will hit for 3. Our Highborn Ghoul will hit for 2. That'll put our opponent at 7, theoretically dead next turn. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't have a counterspell here, though. Mana Leak or something like that. Or a counter target creature spell. Oh, wow, he didn't. Alright. We'll go ahead and attack here. Put our opponent to 10, pass the turn. So he's dead on board to our next turn. Because we can tap our Shepherd, deal 3, and then we attack for 5, and then deal 3 more with the Shepherd. So this is his last turn. And he's just using the Shadow Rift to draw a card. There's the tribes. And he passes the turn? Interesting. Well, let's deal 3 to him. And he sees the line there, so goes ahead and scoops up. We're going to game 3. What do I want to take out here? I don't think I want Nameless Inversion. I don't think it's going to be that great. I think I like Duress more. I think Duress is actually pretty good here. Especially because if I can get rid of his Inside Out spell, then it kind of kills his tribe's strategy. This hand's fine. We'll keep it. Opponent keeps his hand as well. Do we want to turn 1 Duress or turn 1 Dismal Backwater? Dismal Backwater lets me turn to Ghoul, and I don't think I really need to Duress him now because he's not on the verge of winning. Because we really want to hit the Inside Out with our Duress, and we don't really need to hit Inside Out until he casts Tribes anyway. Alright, looks like he's just playing the land and passing the turn. We're going to try and play our Ghoul here. See if it hits. He probably has an Essence Scatter. Nope. Okay. Opponent plays another island. Passes a turn. Wonder if he's got Circular Logic. What to do? I think I'll just attack here. He probably has Circular Logic. I think I'm just going to play the Guildgate and pass the turn. I don't really have a whole lot of options anyway. Don't really want to use Gem Palm Polluter for 1. Goes down to 18. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Gate. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Plains. Is that it? Wow, okay. So either he's just holding up counterspells, or I'm not sure what he's doing. I could use Duress and find out, but I don't really need to use Duress until he plays Tribes. What's this? What is this? Maybe he'll make me sacrifice this thing. Inside Out. Okay. Sure. Does that mean he has another one in his hand? That's interesting. That's a very interesting play. I kind of really want to use Duress now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use Duress. I want to see what he's got. And I have 2 mana up for the Circular Logic, but we'll see. can't use Circular Logic anyway. It's 3 mana, so let's see what he's got. Alright. Apostle's Blessing. Circular Logic. Yep, we were right. He had the logic. I think we want to get Insight out here. Don't really need to worry about anything else. Circular Logic is a pain, but I think I'm going to get rid of Inside Out. 'Cause that's like his main win condition. Play the Guild Gate. Pass the turn. It's a shame we didn't have a creature to slip in the Headless guy, but that's alright. 2 mana. Did he top deck an Augur of Bolas? Gush. Alright. He's probably going to Sunlance this Highborn Ghoul. I won't be too tore up about it if he does, though, because then I can just cast my Headless guy. But it looks like he's just going to hold up Circular Logic. Okay. He has to discard the hand size. Discards an island. We get an armored guy. I think I'm going to try and cast that, too. He'll probably logic it, but I'm not too tore up about that if he does. Plus, if we get rid of the logic, then we can just cast our Headless guy next turn. Wow, he didn't counter it, so that's good. Alright, so we put 4 in our graveyard, Duress, Screeching Guy. Okay, so we can start casting our Headless guy, as long as he taps out. Let's go ahead and attack. Do I want a Gem Palm for 2 now? If he Sunlances one of my ghouls or one of my zombies, I probably will use Gem Palm Polluter. There's a Brainstorm. Hopefully he doesn't play an Evolving Wilds here, because then we won't know what he really put on top of his deck. We won't really know what's in his hand. Plays an island. I think I want to cycle here. No. Let's see if I can get the Headless guy down before I cycle. Okay, so here's a good chance for me to just use the Screeching guy. And then if he... Yep. Then if he counters it, then I'll just play the Headless guy. So, here we go. Let's see if he counters this. I'm fine either way, honestly. Whether he does or if he doesn't. But he didn't. Okay. What do we mill out? I wonder if he's saving his counterspell for Shepherd of Rot. We also need to keep in mind we do have Ghoul Caller's Chant, so if he does counter something, I can just get the Ghoul Caller, I can get, like if he counters the Headless guy, I can get that back, and the Screeching guy back. So it's not the end of the world. And if I run out of things to do, then I can just do that too. Do I want to cycle at this point? No, I think I want to try and play the headless guy. Maybe fish out that counterspell he's got. Yeah. Let's make him use it. We're going to sacrifice the armored guy because he's one of the weaker ones, I think. He's probably going to try and counter this one. It's pretty tough. Yep. Okay. So I think at this point, let's go ahead and attack. So I'm not sure if I want to use Gold Collar's Chant now because I can get Gem Palm Polluter back. And there's really no value in doing it now. Even if I get the creatures back, they're just going to sit in my hand. So I think I may wait. So let's go to combat, attack with everything. Pass the turn. Our opponent got to use his Circular Logic. I have a feeling he may use Sunlance this next turn, now that he doesn't have to hold up Circular Logic anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Headless guy, so then forcing him to hold up mana for Circular Logic, or you know, I just get to cast spells, so... Opponent plays an island. We know 4 of his 6 cards. And I feel like I see a Sunlance coming. Oh, what's he casting? Something for 5 mana? What is this? What is this? A Muldrifter? I don't think Tribes plays Muldrifter, does he? Gush, alright. I wonder why he was tapping 5. He does a Ponder. Does he shuffle? He did not shuffle. Okay, and there's the Sunlance. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Oh, I see. So I popped out MTG Goldfish, what costs 5 mana that Tribes plays, and it's the Gush. So he was just thinking about casting it for its full value. But he did use Sunlance there instead, so he has to discard the hand size, discards an island. He also uses Sunlance, so we know 3 of his 7 cards there. Alright, we got Shepherd of Rot. That's a good pickup. Let's see. What do we want to do? Because I don't think he's going to be countering this turn, so I think we should really go at it here. I want a Gem Palm Polluter, Gold Collar's Chant, and Shepherd. So let's play the Shepherd first. Let's see, let me count this up here. If we play the Shepherd, then we use Gem Palm Polluter, that's 4 mana. So then I have 2 mana left. I can use Gold Collar's Chant. Okay, I guess we'll just do that. That's fine. Shepherd of Rot. Hopefully he doesn't counter this. I'm happy he used his Sunlance. Alright, now let's go with the cycling here. Opponent will take 3. Always yes, always yield. Always yield. Headless guy. Okay. I think at this point, while my opponent can't really counter, I'm going to use Gold Collar's Chant. Get 2 zombies back. Gem Palm Polluter. And what else do we want? Probably want the Ghoul, right? Because then he can't block. Yeah, I want the Ghoul. Alright, so let's go to combat. Hit him for 3. Pass the turn. He's down to 6. Sunlances the Shepherd. I wonder if he just picked that up. And Ponder. Alright. I wonder if he... kind of feel like he should have used the Ponder first, but I don't know his deck that well, I guess. Let's see. He does not shuffle. Oi. Okay, so he likes what he got. There's Augur Bolus. Alright. Now's when we would really like a kill spell. He picked up a Brainstorm off the Augur. There's another Ghoul. Okay. Well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't have enough to cast everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I think I want to go double Ghoul and Gem Palm Polluter. And I want to play the Ghouls first to get more damage in. Let's call his bluff here. Let's attack with this guy and see if he lets it go through. I just want to see. He may let it go through. I doubt it, though. I don't see him letting it go through, but you never know. Sometimes people just let stuff go through. Okay, he's not. That's fine. Alright, maybe I should have attacked with this guy as well, but we'll see. Cast the Ghoul. Oh, I can't play everything, though, can I? Because I don't have enough colored mana. So, I think I'm going to go like this. Play the Headless guy. Sacrificing... I guess this Headless guy here in my graveyard. I probably could have played that better, actually. I probably could have played... Yeah, I probably could have played that better. Opponent uses the Brainstorm. So, unless he just... Okay, he's going for draw spells here. Unless he kills all my creatures here, I think I may have it because of Gem Palm Polluter. And my opponent sees that. He knows I have it in my hand too because I got it back earlier. Alright, awesome. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Our blue-black zombie deck managed to take down tribes. I'm pretty happy about that. Our opponent probably didn't draw very well, but it is what it is. Let me know if you like this deck. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more of it. Thanks, and have a great day.